Hope you're doing great because it's gap day, but today's been extremely busy, and that's okay. Let me just challenge you with a couple of thoughts today about the idea of rationalization. We rationalize things, and we have an infinite capacity to set our mind to do something and then talk ourselves out of it. You see, that's what rationalization is. It's the act of self deception by way of reasoning. In fact, I'm amazed at how often people do just that. King Saul did that, though, in the Old Testament. Remember, he had conquered by God's power. God had told him not to retain any of the booty, any of the valuable things. And rather than doing what God said in an act of obedience, Saul did just the opposite. He didn't just keep a few things in the band, but he kept everything of any possible value. And on top of that, he had no sense, no shame. Instead of being humiliated by being found out with guilt, he erected a monument to himself to commemorate the day. Somehow, some way, he managed to twist events and rearrange facts to portray himself as God's champion. I think his response to the prophet is absolutely priceless. This is what he said. As the prophet said, "What then is this bleating of the sheep in my ears and the lowing of oxen which I hear?" It's amazing how we can twist the facts to deceive our own heart. You see, there are two principles at work. First of all, it's really important for us to finish what we've started. No one graduates college thinking, okay, now how can I fail? No one ever gets married telling the wedding guests, enjoy the party, this probably won't last more than a couple of years. You see, a good beginning doesn't guarantee a good ending. That takes persistence rather than rationalization. Secondly, rationalization is a disobedience because it refuses to accept the truth. Listen, the most destructive lie you could possibly tell are the ones you tell yourself. You see, rationalizing is an insidious form of self delusion. It starts small, usually with something innocent, and it grows quietly and it twists our mind and it spins the truth in ever convenient ways. And in the end, the self deluded mind rationalizes everything so conveniently, so automatically, that the person who does it has no concept of how preposterous their thinking really is. And before we point our finger of accusation, let us remember no one is immune. No one. When you set your mind to do something significant, something worthwhile, something blessed of God, see to it that you finish what you start. For God's glory and to benefit those around you. Have a great day.